What's up? Golden Era Gaming here, bringing you Masawa v Kawada, and I'll be discussing the WrestleMania card so far, so stay tuned, but for now, please enjoy these entrances.
デンジャラス K 川田俊明が入場してまいります。さあ調査大軍を率いるエルボーの貴公子三沢光晴が入ってまいります。
Hello again, and as everybody knows, a good amount of the WrestleMania card is now in the books, as they say. It is already determined. We have Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match. We're going to have. Let me get comfortable here. My apologies. We're going to have Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar in a no holds barred match, and we're going to have Roman Reigns versus Triple H for the WWE Championship. Very good card so far. I must admit, those are three main event worthy matchups. I want to be discussing Undertaker versus Shane first. Actually, when I first heard of that match, I was legit worried. For those that don't know, he's insane. He has jumped off the Titantron. He's jumped off of ladders. He's done a lot of crazy stuff. And putting him against the Undertaker in Hell in a Cell just gives him more of an opportunity to do crazier stunts. And because of that, I worry that he may make a mistake and potentially injure himself, and that's not something I would want to watch. I mean, there's a small bit of me that would want to watch it, but not really. So I was worried about that at first when this match was announced, but as I thought about it some more and as I remembered matches in the past, I realized that Shane is usually well protected, and that the WWE takes the measures to protect their workers. They are professionals, and I'm sure that if something dangerous were to happen, that they'd be cautious enough so that we wouldn't see any severe injuries, although they have happened in the past. They're very few and far in between, and the last thing I would hope is that something like that would happen at this Mania. But this matchup does worry me because it's still Shane McMahon, and it's still Hell in a Cell, and it's still against The Undertaker. So the potential for something very bad is there. But here's to hoping it doesn't happen. Especially since, truth be told, Shane doesn't have to do the stuff he does. He's a billionaire for all intents and purposes. Him and Stephanie are next in line in the McMahon family, billions now, and he doesn't have to do the stunts that he's done in the past. I know there's a lot of talk about it being John Cena instead of Shane. That they're going to Shane is going to say representing me will be John Cena, which is very possible if Cena gets healthy in time. I keep hearing that Cena's injured. I'm not sure if that's true or not. But the way it is now, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if it does end up being Shane versus Undertaker. Because I think that's a match in a Hell in a Cell that will provide, like I said, some very dangerous spots. And those spots are what entertain the crowd. So I think that match has a lot of potential. We may see a classic with that match. Now, the thing I think they will swerve, and this may get a lot of negative response, because this is just a complete theory. I'm just throwing this out there. I may be wrong. I have been wrong. If you have watched my channel for a while, you know that I have been wrong. I have been right. You know, it's the way it is. I'm just I'm taking educated guesses. So with Reigns versus Triple H, for those that didn't watch on Monday, we saw that Triple H attacked Reigns and bloodied him, and according to WWE.com, sent Reigns to the hospital. Now, obviously, if you're a smart mark like me, you know that that's a work because there's video footage of Byron handling a blood pack, and it's just simply not true. But what that does do is open up an interesting storyline, which I hope they do. Now, again, I have no basis in this. I have not heard any rumors. This is just a wild guess. And I did hear this rumor a long time ago, however, but I'm not sure if another rumor I heard the counter. Well, anyway, just hear me out. I heard that it's supposed to be in the books that WrestleMania is supposed to be The Rock versus Triple H. Now, to me, that's a marquee matchup. That's a big time matchup. Obviously, The Rock is very famous. He's a household name at this point in time. And Triple H and The Rock have a feud. They have a rivalry that goes back 10 years almost. So Triple H versus Rock would bring back all the the Attitude Era fans, and also everybody who's a fan of The Rock will watch because that's a big marquee match. So what I think they may do is they may bring The Rock in on the basis of saying that Triple H injured Roman Reigns and The Rock wants revenge. I'm not sure if they're going to do that or not, because like I stated earlier, that was a rumor maybe a year ago. But the rumor that came out to counteract that rumor was saying that The Rock can't work WrestleMania because of his Hollywood connection and his movie roles and stuff like that. It would actually be illegal for him to work WrestleMania. That's what the rumor mills were saying. So that's why I'm unsure about the Roman Triple H match. I'm sure that if they had just a normal match with Roman and Triple H, they could pull out a 4. Triple H is the kind of guy that can put out a good match with the broom. You know, years and years of experience in the ring will do that. But I hope, like I said, it's more of a fantasy book than anything else. I hope that we see some more injuries to Roman as the weeks progress, and then that builds to The Rock showing up and protecting his younger cousin or whatever, and then we get a Rock Triple H main event at WrestleMania. I personally think that's 100 times more entertaining, but we'll see. Like I said, I think Triple H and Roman will be a great main event. I have no problem with it. I think it'll be about 4 stars. So, I mean, we've seen that Roman can have good matches. He had a good match versus Daniel Bryan, and he had a good match against Bray. He's still a little green in there, but if you put him with somebody that's really good, that can carry him, he has great matches. So then the last match I wanted to talk about was CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar, which not CM Punk, Dean Ambrose. But there's a reason why I stumbled and I thought about CM Punk, and that's because if you watch their match, CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar from, I think it was SummerSlam. I'm not sure the year. But if you watch that match, CM Punk showed how you can be much smaller than Brock Lesnar, but still put on a good match. And I think that if Dean Ambrose follows the formula that CM Punk set in that SummerSlam match, then they should be able to have a 4-star match, maybe a 4.5-star match. Also, seeing as how Dean Ambrose is more comfortable with weapons than CM Punk was. Dean Ambrose being a CCW guy, he's more used to being in hardcore matches and stuff, although CM Punk was also very used to hardcore matches. But I think they can do something special. Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar, I think they can do something special. We've seen that Dean can really sell being hurt. on Raw. He did the whole crawling out of the ambulance thing, and it looked really good. It was really realistic. So I think Dean can do a good job against Brock as far as selling being hurt and stuff of that sort. Now for the rest of the card, it looks like we're going to be seeing Charlotte versus Becky versus Sasha, which a triple threat is fine. I love all three of those women. I think they're all phenomenal in the ring. No pun intended. To AJ, obviously, which I'll probably be discussing next. But I do think that a one-on-one match suits them better. I state this because I've seen Charlotte versus Becky, I've seen Charlotte versus Sasha, I've seen Sasha versus Becky on NXT, and those were great matches. And I worry that forcing them into a triple threat may change what's already good. Like if it isn't broke, you don't fix it, you know. And I'm not sure if how can I say it? I'm not sure if they have the choreography down to do a triple threat, because like, if you look at past triple threats that were really good, for example, Samoa Joe versus Christopher Daniels versus AJ Styles, or Seth Rollins versus John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. If you look at those that are really well done, they usually involve a lot of choreography, and WWE isn't too big on that. That they want to make their matches look as good as possible, which is great. I love that as well. But the only other option in a three-way dance like that is either you eliminate somebody right away on some ECW stuff, and then you have a one-on-one match, or you make somebody tired so that they stay out of the ring for a huge majority of the match. And that to me is boring. I'm not a fan of that. Like, I don't like, let's say Sasha injures Becky at the beginning of the match, and then Becky's laying on the outside for 10 minutes at a time. I don't think that, I don't like it. I don't like the idea of that. But I mean, that's my own personal opinion. It could still be a good solid 4-star match. I just don't think it can go much higher than that. So if they are going to go the triple threat route, I would rather them do something like Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, and AJ Styles did, and have a more choreographed match. Now, moving on to AJ Styles, what a treat it would be if we got AJ Styles Samoa Joe, but I know that's not going to happen. I'll probably make another one of these videos discussing the NXT title and the NXT WrestleMania card, which looks really good. But as far as AJ is concerned, right now it looks like it's going to be AJ versus Kevin Owens, which is fine. I have no problem with that. But personally, I think with the roster being as hurt as it is, because there's a lot of injuries right now, that AJ Kevin Owens may be the best match. But if we could get Cena back, maybe we can get AJ Cena. I mean, I know the internet has really wanted that. I know TNA fans have really wanted that. And I think that could be a good match. But ultimately, it's up to WWE, and we don't know whether Cena's hurt or not. But I think that would be really good. There's a lot of talent that I think would work well with AJ. I would love to watch AJ Neville, for example. Or Kalisto Neville at WrestleMania. I think that would be really good. I just really hope we don't get Kalisto Del Rio again. Like, I'm sick of that matchup. We've done it enough. But I mean, we'll see what they do with the rest of the card. Overall, I will say that a few weeks ago I was afraid for this card. I thought it was going to be very lackluster. But they've done it. They got in contact with Shane, and they've put together something special. I think WrestleMania is going to be good this year. It's shaping up nicely, that much is for sure. The first 3 main events that have been announced sound really, really good. Like I said, I'm a little worried, but I still expect it to be good. So with that, V for Victory. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, please post down in the comment section, and I'll reply to those that are hate. V for Victory. Good fight. Good night. Have a good one. Peace.